Welcome to another Holocure Oshi Spotlight, featuring...
Is that Gawr Goombas? Is that Goomba Boomba? Is that Goombi? It's Boomba! It's just Boomba. This is Boomba. It's the Goopy Goop! Boomba! It's me!
Don't want to meet you.
Alright.
Lore-wise, Gura is 9,000 something years old. Yeah, so technically, she's older than Jesus. Sorry, I know that's not relevant, but you know, haha, funny. She's a descendant from the people of the lost city of Atlantis, who went topside because, well, she got bored. According to her, it's so boring down there, lol. No, really. That's in her bio. Go read it on the official site. Then she bought her beloved blue hoodie and shark hat here in the human world. With sand and shells, because why the hell not? Paper is not something you use underwater, so maybe. But sand and shells, right? Oh, whatever. She's also stated to talk to marine life on her spare time. No one had ever seen her do that, because again, why the hell not? Right now, Gura is the top dog, fish, of the VTubing community, as she is the most subscribed VTuber in the entire world. In-game, Gura is a freaking beast. And I'm not saying that because she's a shark. Gura's whole shtick is being a dodge tank. Gura is one of the characters in Holocure that has an innate dodging skill. And dodging can give you bonuses if this skill procs if an enemy gets too close. She also has one of the best on-hit skill in the game, where you gain health back every time you kill enemies, but more on that later. Enough of these, let's go dive into it. Gura's main weapon is Trident Thrust. She uses her trusty trident to, do trident stuff and stab things. Each level up is as follows. Level 1 is your basic stab up front. Gura starts with it. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say that this is omnidirectional, so you can point it at wherever and Gura will stab directly in front of her automatically. So yeah. Level 2 increases damage by 20%. Level 3 lets Gura stab 1 extra time per attack, forming a V shape that means 2 stabs. Level 4 reduces the time between attacks by 15%. Level 5 increases damage by 40%. Level 6 increases the total attack area of the trident by 25%. And at level 7, Gura thrusts 3 times this time, widening your effective area of attacks. Gura will be the first melee character we'll have if we go through each myth character in order of their listing. And like Ame before her, she's a really good pick if you want to learn how to position well. Gura's attacks in one direction only, although it goes off to a certain arc in terms of its reach. Still, it's a horizontal stabbing motion, so yeah, whatever. You need to learn to position yourself if you want to reach per attack effectiveness. Good for beginners to pick up and for veterans to master. Oh, by the way, area attack range increase items such as Nightly Milk affect just how large the trident thrusts are, so maybe you'd want to get that if it appears for a bigger thrust. Now, onto the skills. The first one, in which this is what had made Gura. Well, that is before Fubuki showed up, although their respective skill works differently after triggering. Yes, I'm talking about the dodging mechanic. Gawr Gura has a skill called Short Height, because she's, well, short. Actually, the Japanese name of this skill is even funnier, since it's called Chibi. I'ma call it that. Chibi bonuses are as follows. Level 1 grants a 15% dodge chance. Successful dodges grant a 30% movement speed increase and half a second invulnerability. Level 2 gives a 25% dodge chance, and the movement speed bonus raised to 40%. And level 3 gives a whopping 35% dodge chance, and a large 50% bonus movement speed buff. Yeah, for level 2 and 3, the half a second invul stays the same at 0.5 seconds. There seems to be no skill cooldown on Chibi, meaning it can proc in rapid successions on very dangerous endgame situations. The only caveat is that it can only proc if you don't have a shield. I personally don't get things such as body pillows on Gura because I value this skill more and I want it to proc more. This skill is amazing. I was so blown away by that 35% increase, like holy, that's basically 1/3 of the time. You'll dodge and get a speed boost. There's also a slight invulnerability window, but come on, that isn't really what you get this skill for, be honest. Chibi gives Gura the necessary extra staying power at really high level endgame situations. Next up, we have the power of Atlantis. This is Gura's only crowd controlled skill. Getting this skill gives you, at level 1, a whirlpool that draws in targets and debuffs them to take 15% more damage. This whirlpool also deals damage equal to 30% of Gura's damage per 0.5 seconds. Each whirlpool lasts for 6 seconds, and this will be a constant for all 3 levels of Power of Atlantis. Level 2 creates 2 whirlpools, and the enemies take 30% more damage when affected. It also deals 40% of Gura's damage every 0.5 seconds. Level 3 creates 3 whirlpools, and the enemies take 50% more damage when affected. It also deals 50% of Gura's damage every 0.5 seconds. As I mentioned earlier, this is Gura's only crowd control skill. It's an AoE pull-in that debuffs targets to take additional damage from Gura and her weapons. It also deals a bit of Gura's damage to enemies inside the whirlpools. There are many ways to abuse Power of Atlantis using weapons that deal AoE damage and playing around dodge. Also, Nightly Milk, really good for Gura. This item raises the size of each whirlpool. And the last obtainable skill for Gura, and it's probably one of my favorite skills in the whole game, is Shark Bite. Numbers for this skill are as follows. Level 1 lets your attacks have a 10% chance to place a bite mark on an enemy. Each enemy can have a maximum of 5 bite marks. Each stack of this bite mark increases damage taken by the target by 6% per stack, up to a maximum of 30% increased damage taken. Each bite mark also has a 20% chance to heal you by 1% when an enemy is defeated, up to a 100% chance to heal you for 5% of your HP if the enemy has 5 stacks of bite mark upon death. This healing and its numbers will prevail through all 3 levels. Level 2 raises the chance to proc bite mark to 15%, and the enemies now take 9% increased damage, up to 45% increased damage taken. Level 3 now gives 20% chance to proc bite mark and increases damage taken by enemies by 12% per mark. This adds up to a whopping 60% if an enemy receives 5 bite marks upon death. Dude, I love Shark Bite, and it's probably one of the best HP sustain skills in the game due to how it works. Given Shark Bite is triggered per attack made on an enemy, the numbers rise up really fast, almost always guaranteeing an HP return for every kill. Granted, there's a condition that you must attack enemies continuously in order to proc this fast, but the returns are so good that it's almost always good to max this first when you reach the 10-minute mark. Power of Atlantis and Shark Bite synergizes with each other really well. Coupled with some items, and Gura will be really unkillable. Well, close to almost unkillable. Hence, why she's picked for endless runs a lot. For Gura's ultimate... wait. Let's switch up the music. There you go. Goombas unleashes her innate ancient Atlantean powers and incites a shark call. This ultimate summons a giant shark and deals 500% of your total damage to all targets near you. Goombas then turns red to evil Gawr Gura.
All this time, a great mythical beast like me. What is that? Reduced to what? Today we're gonna play the Minecraft Lucky.
And like the Red Ranger, becomes an absolute unit. Gura gains a large 50% increase in attack and a 25% speed boost for 15 seconds. This ultimate is easy to understand. Pop it off and you turn red, gain stat bonuses, and with the most important one of all, speed boost. For 15 seconds you run faster, which means you also juke faster and can position yourself in a better spot almost always all throughout the duration. It's simple and effective. A real get out of jail for free card. Gura is a solid choice for a beginner-friendly melee character. While her dodge mechanic is by chance, her other things make it up for it. Also, the proc chance for dodge isn't really that low, to be honest, and some people even proc this consecutively. So while it is a chance thing, it's still really good. Her other skills make her a powerhouse in sustained fights, so choosing her in an endless or hard run might be a good idea. And that's it! Goombas and Holocure, what do you guys think? Are you Goob mains now? Do you embrace the way of the shrimp? Are you violent? Do you hate me? I want to pick your brains. Write in the comments down below what you think of this. Also, if you like the vid, please do subscribe and hit that bell button to know when the next video will show up. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to always bring an umbrella cause it's gonna rain. See you in the next G. Bye bye.